What's up, guys? Welcome back. As you can see, we're playing on the new map. I say new map, it's not actually new.
Oh my lord.
It's about 10 years old. But it's new. So we've got to play on this new map. We've got to play on this new map. It's so good, it's so great. Right. I never was a fan of Nuketown, ever. Never really been a fan of Nuketown. Anyway, I go 64 and 30 in this game, so I thought it was pretty decent gameplay, so that's why I thought I'd upload it. But today, I want to talk about what's been going on in the community and the whole thing with skill-based matchmaking. I don't really like to talk about it that much, for various reasons. Because one, I don't think anyone talking about it, at least of all me talking about it, is going to do a goddamn thing about it. And it's definitely not going to change it back to the so-called glory days, as everyone refers to it as in like the Black Ops 1 days. So today, I watched a few videos from people talking about skill-based matchmaking, and I saw the tweet from Space, I don't know if you saw it, where he reverse boosted on another account and joined that account and went into a lobby with these people that really didn't know how to play the game, basically showcasing that there is a bracket of people that are protected, which is fine, I get that. And basically there might be people that are handicapped, or people that have disabilities or whatever, or people that are just new to the game that have never played it before ever, and just, you know, everyone says that your overall stats count from all the years you've been playing Call of Duty, and that's why you get put with other people, and that's why the games that we get as average people are so sweaty, because you're playing against people of the similar level to what you are. Now, I've been saying for many years that a lot of excuse me, a lot of what goes on is not just down to skill-based matchmaking. It's down to the fact that Call of Duty has been around for like 13 years now. Like, I started playing back in Call of Duty 2 was the first one I played. First, obviously I played that online a little bit, I think it was online, and definitely Call of Duty 3, and obviously Call of Duty 4 was the one that most people fell in love with, and what changed the franchise and why everyone loved the franchise so much. And there's been loads of weird, wacky things that they've done in Call of Duty history, whether it be in Modern Warfare 2 with noob tubes and the fact that you could knife people from a mile away, you know, in MW3 with the broken SitRep Pro that you could hear footsteps from everywhere. There's been various things that have gone on. So today I've spent a lot of time, I've been at home on my own today, and my wife is working, and I've been at home on my own, and I've been watching a lot of YouTube today, and I went back and watched a lot of YouTube from people that I'm subscribed to, but they're older stuff, they're older gameplays, from Black Ops 1, from Black Ops 2, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, loads of different stuff, right? And the funny thing is that the people moaning about the same stuff 6-7 years ago as they are today, and the exact same stuff. Obviously the thickest part of, or everyone reckons, and I remember Drifter doing a thing about it, was that skill-based matchmaking was the most prevalent in Advanced Warfare. Obviously that's when they brought in the supply boxes, and obviously people have, I don't know if you've kept up with the patent that Activision did, that basically people that buy the merchandise from the store or from loot boxes or whatever, more likely to be put in easier lobbies for other people to see that loot, and then they might go and buy it. And obviously back then it was all about the bow with the obsidian steed or whatever it was called, that gun that was completely OP to everything else. But I think there's something that people miss throughout this, that Call of Duty, and I've said this before, has been around for 13 years. That means people have had 13 years to play the game. They've had 13 years to get better at the game. 13 years to hone their skills on this game. Yeah, each game may be slightly different and may have slightly different aspects to it, but at the end of the day, you're still playing Call of Duty. The objectives of the game is to go around killing people. Whether it's to capture points on the way, or capture flags, or defuse a bomb, or get on a hard point, or whatever it may be, the overall objective is to kill people. And that's why we play the game. It is annoying to play games now and every game feel like it's a sweat fest. But I think everyone forgets the fact that if you go back to Black Ops 2 days, It was very similar to that in those days, and obviously, like I said, Advanced Warfare was more prevalent then. Even though I wasn't a massive fan of that game, although I did play it for 5 or 6 days in game, I think it was my stats. But it was still there, and skill-based matchmaking has been in the game for quite a while. But obviously, if you look back at kind of Black Ops 1 gameplays, you'll see a difference in the scores at the end. So maybe it wasn't as strong then, and maybe it was the fact that people hadn't been playing Call of Duty for as long as they have now. There might be some people that have only just started playing the game. They've only been playing it for a few weeks since this Call of Duty came out. Or maybe there's people that have been playing it since last year when Modern Warfare came out, because they were like, this looks really good, now I'm going to get back into the franchise. And obviously that one had no minimap and all these safe spaces, and the maps were so big, and there were so many rooms to hide in, and people could just chuck claymores down and then respawn more claymores and put them down so they could just hide in a room and feel good about themselves. Whereas the likes of people like me that like to run around are getting penalised. And I get the fact now that people feel that if you do good in a game or good in a couple of games, you know the following games you're going to be penalised for doing good, so you can never progress and get better. It is kind of a shame that at this point, but I don't think skill-based matchmaking is the only cause for everything that is going on now, and the cause for why so many people are doing so bad and people don't have the gameplays that they want to do. Yes, we all want to have lobbies where we can do good against people, and yes, you do get those now. I've had them. I'm not saying necessarily this gameplay that you're watching now. I just think I got lucky and I was using an LMG that was just really good. I don't know, but yes, I've had gameplays where I've gone on decent streaks and I've got my score streaks a few times. And yes, I've got a chopper gunner. Yes, I've got a VTOL. So I've had good games where I can get those things. And obviously one of the games I actually got a VTOL, it got stuck on the side of the map and I couldn't use it. And also, just to point out a couple other things, is that I've had it where I can't even select my score streaks because they're kind of stuck, and I have to die before I can then reuse them. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I thought I'd just add that in there because it pissed me right off. Look, I'm enjoying this game, right, and I'm having fun playing it. I don't think the skill-based matchmaking is ever going to go. I don't think it is probably as bad as what people think it is. And I think it has always been there for definitely the last 6 or 7 years. Probably before that, but just not as bad. And yes, I do think it should be done on connection and then introduce the skill-based matchmaking. So then at least your connection is better. Because I've had disconnections on this game so many times, other than it crashing my whole console a few times. But since the patch, that's not happened as much. And it freezing. Yes, I've had that. The same issues that loads of other people have been having. But, like I was saying, I think if they did it on connection and skill-based matchmaking, so you're connected with people that are local to you, because I'm connected to people that are in America, and I live in the UK, which seems really crazy. But the whole point of this was to say that I think people forget that people have been playing this for a hell of a long time, and some people have now made a living out of this and do it on YouTube. And like Nero Cinema said, back in the day when Call of Duty 4 came out, there wasn't many people that even knew about YouTube or even knew about gameplays, and you couldn't look stuff up like you can now. If you want to know something, you want to know something about skill-based matchmaking, type into YouTube and you'll find someone with some kind of answer or a million things, or best class setup, or someone dropping a nuke or something like that. There'll be everything on YouTube. There never used to be any of that stuff. If you wanted to get good at the game, you practiced the game, you played the game more. Everyone's looking for an easy way out, and now everyone wants to be the next YouTuber or next Twitch streamer or whatever it may be. Which is exactly what Nero Cinema said, which is exactly what I said years ago. And like I said, this is more about the fact that more people are better at the game than what they were. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below on what I've just spoke about. Whether you agree with me or don't agree with me, drop me a like if you think you enjoyed it, and why not subscribe? It's free, it doesn't cost you nothing, just do it. Anyway, that's all I got. See you later, bye.